What if the most beautiful places on Earth were also the most lethal? Places where one mistake can mean instant death, where survival is never guaranteed, and where nature constantly reminds humans how fragile they really are. From roads carved into vertical cliffs, to islands crawling with venom, to environments so extreme that even modern technology struggles to keep people alive. In this documentary, we journey into the most dangerous places on Earth, not to glorify risk, but to understand how these locations test the limits of human endurance. Every step here tells a story, and every mistake could be your last. Chapter 1. Vertical highways. Some of the world's greatest dangers begin with a road. The Karakoram Highway between Pakistan and China, carved through the world's highest mountain range, where glaciers calve onto the road and landslides sweep vehicles into the Indus River 1,000 meters below. Built at the cost of 1 life per kilometer, this is infrastructure written in blood and ice. In Bolivia, the Camino de la Muerte, the Death Road, drops 3,600 meters in 64 kilometers. No guardrails, no second chances. When two vehicles meet, one must reverse along the cliff edge until space allows passing. Locals follow strict rules: never travel alone, never abandon a vehicle, and always help those who break down. Because out here, survival depends on cooperation. Chapter 2. Toxic Earth. In certain regions, the Earth itself becomes poison. Ethiopia's Danakil Depression, where temperatures hit 50 C, acidic pools boil at the surface, and toxic gases rise from volcanic cracks. Yet the Afar people mine salt here daily, navigating a landscape that NASA uses to simulate Mars. In Indonesia's Kawah Ijen volcano, miners extract sulfur from acid clouds, breathing through wet cloths as blue flames dance across the crater floor at night. The air burns lungs, the ground burns feet. Despite the danger, people still work here, not because it is safe, but because necessity demands it. Chapter 3. Predator Kingdoms. Some places are deadly not by geology, but by biology. Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil's Snake Island, home to 4,000 golden lancehead vipers. Their venom melts human tissue. The Brazilian Navy bans all visitors. 1 snake per square meter. No mammals survive. Only birds and death. South Africa's Shark Alley. The narrow channel between Dyer Island and Geyser Rock, patrolled by great white sharks that breach explosively to catch seals. Here, humans are not explorers, they are intruders. In Australia's Northern Territory, saltwater crocodiles dominate river systems. 6 meters long, 1 ton bite force. They remember boat routes and ambush patterns. Nature decides who stays. Chapter 4. Volcanic Fury. Some mountains do not rest, they rage. Mount Nyiragongo in the Democratic Republic of Congo, home to the world's largest lava lake. Its lava flows at 60 mph, faster than humans can run. In 2002, it destroyed 4,500 buildings in hours. Italy's Mount Vesuvius overlooks Naples' 3 million residents. It erupts without warning in Ad 79. It buried Pompeii so completely that victims' final moments were preserved in ash casts. These volcanoes are monitored constantly. Seismographs track every tremor, yet they remain unpredictable. When Popocatépetl near Mexico City rumbles, 25 million people hold their breath. Chapter 5. Ocean Abyss. Far below the ocean's surface lies a world humans were never meant to enter. The Mariana Trench, 11 kilometers deep. Pressure here is 1,100 times atmospheric. It would crush a submarine like a soda can. Only 3 people have ever reached the bottom. Each descent risks implosion. In Mexico's Sistema Sac-Actin, the world's longest underwater cave system, stretches 350 kilometers, complete darkness. Narrow passages. No air pockets. Cave divers risk nitrogen narcosis, getting lost, and equipment failure with zero chance of surface rescue. Here, technology meets its limits. And the abyss shows no mercy. Chapter 6. Frozen Extremes. In the coldest inhabited places on Earth, winter is not a season. It is a constant. Oymyakon, Siberia, where temperatures drop to -67°C. Cars run 24/7 because engines won't restart. Exposed skin freezes in 30 seconds. Yet school continues until night of 52°C. Life adapts to what science calls uninhabitable. Antarctica's Vostok Station, the coldest place on Earth at night of 89°C. Here, breath freezes instantly. Metal becomes brittle. Survival depends on constant vigilance and redundant systems. At these temperatures, a simple mistake, a stuck zipper, a lost glove, a stalled engine becomes a death sentence. Chapter 7. Altitude Killers. At extreme heights, survival becomes a countdown. Mount Everest's death zone above 8,000 meters, where oxygen is 1/3 sea level. The body consumes itself, judgment fades, frostbite strikes in minutes. Over 300 bodies remain on the mountain, preserved in ice. K2, the Savage Mountain. For every 4 climbers who summit, 1 dies trying. Storms appear without warning. Ice collapses without sound. The mountain offers no second chances. Those who venture here know the statistics, yet they go anyway. Because some lines are drawn not to be crossed, but to test who we are when we approach them. Chapter 8. Radiation Ghostlands. Not all danger comes from nature. Some were created by human error. Chernobyl's exclusion zone, where radiation levels in the red forest still spike 40,000 times normal. The abandoned city of Pripyat stands frozen in 1986. Decaying buildings hiding invisible poison. Fukushima, Japan, where the 2011 tsunami triggered triple nuclear meltdowns. 150,000 people evacuated within hours. Some areas remain uninhabitable for centuries. These places stand as permanent warnings. Wildlife returns. Wolves in Chernobyl, boars in Fukushima, but the danger remains. Invisible, patient. Chapter 9. Forbidden Islands. Some islands are deadly by design. North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean, home to the Sentinelese tribe, who have rejected contact for 60,000 years. They attack intruders with arrows. The Indian government bans approach within 5 kilometers. Bikini Atoll in the Pacific, site of 23 U.S. nuclear tests. The ground remains radioactive. Coconut crabs grow giant. The lagoon holds the wreck of the Saratoga, a ghost ship in poisoned waters. Entry is forbidden, not because of mystery, but because survival is nearly impossible. These places are not dangerous by accident. They are dangerous because Earth is powerful, unpredictable, unforgiving, Yet humans continue to explore, to cross, to survive. We mine sulfur in volcanic craters. We drive cliffside roads daily. We live where temperatures shatter records. But some places are not meant to be conquered. They exist to remind us of a simple truth. Nature always has the final word.